Most people trivialize stress and they regard it simply as a bad mood. They think it's just a mental burden, something you easily sleep off or ignore. But inside the body, stress is a highly potent chemical weapon. An acute stress is a lifesaver because it preps the body system for a fight or flight response, giving you that sudden boost of energy. But chronic stress, on the contrary, wears the body out, setting the stage for multiple diseases. That's when stress acts as a double-edged sword. You handle it rightly, it protects you. When you handle it wrongly, it quietly dismantles your health from the inside out. That moment when acute stress simply transforms into chronic stress is when a deadly health chain begins to form. When stress becomes chronic, it floods your body system with cortisol and adrenaline. And your brain is the very first casualty because stress sets off a triple domino effect in three vital brain areas. First, it targets your hippocampus, the center for memory and learning. Chronic stress literally erodes this area. This is why you suddenly become forgetful, lose focus, and experience that frustrating brain fog. Second, it attacks your prefrontal cortex, the master controller of logic and execution. As this area weakens, your ability to make logical and sharp decisions crashes, leaving you impulsive and overwhelmed. But the third domino is the most dangerous, your amygdala, which is the brain's panic button. It actually grows and becomes hyperactive. So suddenly, you're trapped in a state of constant anxiety, over alertness, and mood swings. But stress doesn't just stay in the mind. Those brain changes forces your heart into permanent overdrive. Your heart rate jumps, its demand for oxygen spikes, and it begins to pump blood in such a way that it pounds against your artery walls. Under constant hormone bombardment, your arteries tighten up, narrow, and stiffen. So your heart is now forced to pump blood through a rigid, unyielding pipe network. The heart works harder and harder just to keep you alive, sending pressure through the roof. This sets the stage for heart enlargement, hypertension, and eventually heart failure. Let's look at a real-life chain. Take an office worker under constant pressure for an example. There are deadlines to beat, endless meetings, inflation, rising bills, etc. On the outside, they look completely fine. They tell themselves, well, it's just been a stressful month. But here's the hidden chain unfolding inside. High cortisol levels causes blood vessels to stiffen, which eventually leads to hypertension, kidney strain, a heart attack, or even a stroke. The high hormonal levels keep their blood vessels locked tight, destroying their sleep, so hypertension quietly sets in. And because the blood pressure is constantly high, it sets off two ripple effects. One, the tearing of the delicate filters in the kidneys. This decreases their function and laying the groundwork for chronic kidney disease. And two, heart failure or stroke. In the stomach, excess acid floods the stomach lining, causing constant heartburn and reflux. The immune system is also hit, making them catch every cold going around in the office. Downstream as well, they experience hormonal chaos, which disrupts reproductive cycles, quietly leading to secondary fertility issues. The first domino was just a stressful day at the office. The final dominoes, potentially life-threatening. Remember this: the body keeps a flawless record of the stress you ignore. The goal is not to live a life completely free of stress. That's impossible. The goal is to stop it from becoming chronic. Here are 3 clinical ways to shatter this chain right now. First, protect your sleep physiology. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of night sleep and lock down with consistent wake time. Most importantly, turn off all screens 1 hour before bed. This stops the blue light from tricking your brain, allowing melatonin levels to rise naturally, thereby shifting your nervous system into deep recovery mode. Second, use physical activity as a medicine. You don't need an intense gym regime. Just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking a day forces your heart vessels to dilate and relax, burning off excess cortisol and drastically lowering your cardiovascular risk. Third, deploy acute stress breakers. When you feel a spike of panic, use the 4-7-8 breathing technique, in which you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 7, and exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This simple action directly stimulates the vagus nerve, sending a biological kill switch to your brain's alarm system. But what happens when stress is left ignored for too long? It morphs into a monster called high blood pressure, the silent killer. In our next episode, we're going to look at the exact pathway via which stress permanently rewires your arteries, putting your heart in immediate danger. If this video made you connect the dots, share it with someone you care about. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join us, because understanding the chain is your very first step to breaking it. See you in the next episode. Shalom.